history of the Lancashire Cup. It's been Blackburn Rovers with 16 wins, but not far behind is Burnley with 12 victories. Bury have 8 victories to their credit, although Burnley's last victory was as far ago as 1972. The competition ceased in 1974 and was revived again in 1982, since which Bury have been in 3 finals and have won the competition twice. Burnley have been in but 1 final, and that they lost, although their most successful spell was in the 1960s, when they won the competition 6 times on the trot between 1960 and 1966. Long and down the centre. Measham was under it for Burnley, and that's a good ball forward now for Conroy, and Conroy's always got a clear chance on goal now, squared it across, but he didn't put the right pace on, and maybe Mike Conroy should have had the shot himself. Firm header from Pender. Ball played by Valentine, looking for Robinson, just back from his trial at Hearts. And Hume's through, and right on the edge of the area. Is that inside or outside? It's definitely inside the area, and it's Kevin Hume who's won a penalty. 9 minutes on the watch, and it'll be interesting to see who will take it. Looks to be Mark Kearney, he who will place the ball on the spot. So an early chance for Bury to take the lead. Mark Kearney versus David Williams. And it's saved. The ball's still not clear, but Williams gets right from Mark Kearney, and the score stays at 0-0. Down to our right. Taken by Harper. Played by Kearney. Robinson drops for Hume nicely. The ball played for Lyons, but cut out by Jacob. He in turn sets a Burnley attack on down this near side. This is Conroy. It's an overlap from Measham, and it's well played by Burnley. And the cross comes over and headed clear by Anderson. He had to do that because he didn't know who was behind him. A little longer this time. Kearney gets his head to it. Scott with the challenge, but Burnley could have a chance here. And the shot, and there's the goal from Adrian Rundle. So Burnley's third corner proves fruitful. The ball played to the edge of the area, and Rundle almost fell through the Bury defence, found himself one-on-one with Gary Kelly, and slotted it to Kelly's right. By Kearney. Robertson. Kearney, left it for Robertson. Hume laid into the path of Hughes. Robertson got tangled with Hughes. Hughes still has possession and finds Darren Lyons on the very right. Here by Pender. Anderson. Here's Robinson trying the cushion header for the oncoming Darren Lyons. Bury having a lot of possession, trying to create a chance to get back on level terms. And here it could be with Scott. What a good chance for Scott, and there's the equaliser. As I was saying, Bury looking to get back on level terms. Scott does just that on the half hour. It's Burnley 1, Bury 1.
Goal scorer for Bury is number 11, Ian Scott.
Down the line for Paintree. It's got clear of Scott, gets the cross in. Valentine clears. Hume, a nice turn, and plays it for Robinson. Another Bury player up with him. Here's Conroy. Edge of the area, looks for the shot. Well, it took a deflection. Shade over quarter of an hour to play. The score stays the same. It'll be penalties. And the header, and it's in. Well, I think I spoke too early for the Bury fans anyway. The cross came over, and the header loops over Gary Kelly. And Robbie Painter gives Burnley the lead with white shirts in and around the Burnley penalty area, waiting for this corner. It'll be cleared by Hewitt. Only as far as Scott, and that was a bad clearance. Scott had some space as well. Hume. Ball comes over, slightest touch, and it must be an equaliser. And Robinson gets the equaliser. It's all locked again at 2-2. The two teams are locked at 2-2, and it's penalties that will decide the 103rd Lancashire Cup. First penalty.
Taking the first penalty for Burnley is number 2, Ian Measham.
And that's confidently put in. David Williams, the Burnley keeper. David Williams. So Ian Stevens has his penalty saved. Paul Mackenzie comes up now for Burnley. He puts it in the corner. It's Paul Robertson. Oh, he saved another one. Kelly saves it. Bring it back to 2-1. We'll soon see. A long run up from Neil. And he scored. Randall sends Kelly the wrong way. Burnley lead 3-1. Quick look up by Robinson to the main stand. Whistles all round the ground. He takes a very long run up. But he makes sure there was no missing that one. Conroy for the Lancashire Cup. And Kelly saved it! What a great save from Kelly! Well, nobody's coming forward. Well, it's Gary Kelly to take the penalty.
Taking the penalty into Burnley's David Williams.
Kelly! And Kelly scores penalties, and we now go to sudden death. Am I correct? He lifted the Lancashire Cup for Bury in 1982. Here he is against Gary Kelly. And he's just got it past Kelly. Kelly gets the right. Well, what drama. Sudden death. Hume, and Hume's penalty saved. Burnley win the 103rd Lancashire Cup on a penalty shootout, and they win it by 4 penalties to 3 after a 2-2 draw in normal time. A thrilling match here at Turf Moor. And now Joe Jacob will lead the Burnley players up to receive this magnificent Lancashire Cup. It stands, I think, 2 feet 3 inches high. And as you can see, a magnificent trophy for any boardroom. The customary photographs. I think Joe Jacob lifted the trophy in 1982 when he was a Bury player. So for him, it's second time around. Shows it to the crowd, a big cheer. And Burnley has some silverware on.